never seen them
new.
before.
If you're collecting these too, aren't you glad that you were here right now? Because it is available to just a few of you. The refills for the pen itself, just for super practicality, you can pick them up at any office supply store. But trust me, you won't lose this pen because you'll always go, oh wait, that's my pen, thank you very much. Makes a beautiful gift, and I hope you can treat yourself to that or somebody you adore. Super executive special. Okay, our hour begins right now with our showstopper. It is actually a flash forward. We're gonna show you more about this in a minute, but this is the Seven Peaks turquoise necklace that is going all the way up to 20 3/4 of an inch. That's one of the largest beads of turquoise I've ever seen from Jay, and it's a graduated combination. If you want that big, bold look, feel free to put this with your Freeform and your waterfalls, grab the Campitos ring, and have at it to build that ladylike wardrobe in turquoise. It's 512-635. Also, December birthstone. No excuse needed, but I'm just throwing that your way. Are we gonna do our This Day Only right now? That was my drum roll. Here it is. Because our today's special sold out, we get to bring you a This Day Only with free shipping and handling, and it is the bold red coral 18-inch sterling necklace for today, $79. That is one of the most significant price differences you will see today on This Day Only, much less anything from Jay. Remember, everything from Jay is on 5 flex payments, so you go to hsn.com and have at it. But right now, our This Day Only, and by the way, you can pick up the earrings at the same time. Okay, that's one of the biggest pieces of coral I've seen in ages, if ever, in a necklace. That is one dynamic look right there. That looks like a J. King original too.
This is like, well, number one, it's brand spanking new.
Brand.
This is probably one of the most massive freeform pieces a structured piece that you're gonna see from us, and probably into next year. I don't recall doing anything. It's really difficult. This is a magenta coral. That's the kind of the color of it. It's beautiful. It's got a really unique color to it, but look at the presence on this. And I'm looking at this, and you know, like, this is brand new, okay? Do you know how hard I had to work to even bring it in at the original price? I mean, just to bring it in at that price and hit the price point that we all wanted to hit. And then because today's special sold out, and congratulations on everybody who got in on that. What a remarkable piece that was. They're offering this. This is crazy. I mean, as far as, what a deal. What a steal.
I told you it was going to be good.
We sell rings for more than this.
You're right.
You're getting a whole necklace. Look at the size of this. Look, when you really look at the size, how big, how bold, how it lays. And again, these are all hand cut from the rough stock. They're not. You don't buy anything like this that's already pre-cut. This is all, even the rounds, everything is all completely hand-cut by our lapidaries. There's nothing that's done outside.
You know, when you think about what Jay's just saying, in case you're not familiar with Jay, this is one of the things that we're so proud of that we can do at HSN. We're bringing a boutique line to you through Jay. Most of the time you're finding, maybe one-off, maybe a bench jeweler who's doing some beautiful work. It's like Jay is a bench jeweler with his team, but it's still that boutique feel. And we don't have a lot. There are only 1,500. That may sound like a lot. And it would be for a local jewelry store, but for HSN, it is not a lot. So it's a combination of having this wonderful distribution direct to your house and having a bench jeweler designer and his family and friends design for you. And today with the 5 flex payments, maybe you can know Jay and find out why he's been here for over 20 years. But because our today's special sold out, it is a This Day Only. We don't get to do that all the time. We love it when we can, and we wanted to make sure you weren't gonna be disappointed. $79. Jay, even if this was just the pendant for $79, are you praying?
That would be like amazing. If you watch us and we don't even sell our rings for $79,
yeah.
Okay? You can't buy a ring. Think about how much just the material cost is in this. And these are all hand-cut, handcrafted. They're not, there's no machine or a die that you lock the coral rough down in and then it goes and it cuts it up. This is literally an artist that sits there, and what they do is they take the coral rough stock material, they cut it, they slice it, they take it by size, then they take a template, they draw it out, they take a diamond Dremel saw, they cut it out, so then that's the rough, what we call the blocking it in. Then they polish it. They do the pre-polish, they don't do the full polish. And then when they get it all together and they drill the holes, think about this. Do you see how this necklace layers?
Yeah.
It goes up both sides, they overlap.
Isn't that cool?
Do you see how they do that? They overlap. So think about just the technical aspect of the artist cutting that and making it perfect. And if you don't line them up perfectly when you cut these holes are drilled through like this.
It won't flow, right?
It won't flow, and it'll be out of place. And then they have to disassemble the whole thing, throw that piece away. There's nothing you can do with it after if you've drilled it wrong, and then put it all back together. So that being said, this isn't something that's just mass produced, and that's why you'll never see something like this as in any kind of volume. I mean, we did, I think there originally were like 1,500, and that took us forever to do those. One of the things with coral, if you've shopped with us over the past 21 years, you know, when we first started out, you know, coral turquoise has always been our power point, and that's where we're the strongest. We shine in turquoise. That's really kind of what we specialize in. The second's opal. Used to be the third was coral. You saw every different kind of coral. I get a kick out of people that call, and they still remind me when they bought the black coral, or they bought the gold coral, or they bought the blue coral, they bought the yellow coral. All those corals are now non-existent, unavailable. You can't even get them. You know, if you go to Tucson, and I hope Siobhan and I were laughing, and I just found some pictures of Siobhan and I that date back over 10 years. So 10 years with Siobhan being at the Tucson Gem Show. And I was much younger then. You know, and I was
much older then.
I was much younger then, and it brought back so many fond memories because we've always had a lot of fun when we're in Tucson together. And I will tell you, at that time in Tucson, I'm not just saying this to be saying this, okay? You used to see a lot of coral rough, right?
There
used to be coral rough.
Did. Yep.
And Siobhan grew up in the jewelry industry, okay? So, and she knows a lot of people at Tucson, manufacturers. You used to see the coral rough. You don't, now when you go to Tucson, and you have to understand what Tucson Gem Show is all about. It's like the Super Bowl for people like me. It's like Super Bowl for rock hounds.
I'm glad you're explaining that. I take it for granted. You're exactly right.
The Super Bowl. It's the largest gem show, rough gem show, and finished good gem show in the world. And if I guarantee you, you can't find it there. Which there are things that we have that you can't find there.
Right.
But usually, if you don't see it there, it's just not available anywhere in the world. This is one of the things that you just don't see the rough stock. I mean, the coral rough stock. I predict, and in the near distant future, and I'm talking a few years from now, you won't see. That's the Tucson Gem Show right there.
Those are all gem shows right there.
That's the gem shows right there. It's not just one show, by the way.
It's the whole town of Tucson gets taken over.
I think that there's over 70 different shows going on at the same time. Unofficially, I would say you could probably double that.
And there are hundreds of people exhibiting at each show.
There's people pulled off on the side of the road in their motorhome.
They didn't even rent space. They just said, hey, they just put up a table.
They just set up a table at the side of the road. You can be out in the middle of nowhere, going out, driving around, and there'll be people set up. You know, it's just crazy.
Very cool.
People come from all over the world. A lot of the people, the miners that I see there, the only time I ever get to visit them is at the Tucson Gem Show. Now, maybe I visited the mine and stuff years and years ago, but the only time we really get together and they get to see what they're really doing new is at the Tucson Gem Show. I'm glad everybody seems like they're loving this.
Loving
That's really cool. And what's not to love? I mean, especially, again, this price is...
It's $79, and you can try it on for $15.98.
I mean, we sell rings for more than that.
It's true. I've got one on my finger. So if you want something that's truly distinctive, that's truly different, you know, we had those coral earrings that are this style last hour. You could put that with this. You could get the matching earrings in terms of the same exact material. It all works. And this, when it's gone, is totally gone. Jay showed you the way it articulates and the way that each one of these pieces has been put together with such incredible craftsmanship. The $79 is where I say to people who are new to HSN, don't second guess the price. This is what we do with a This Day Only. It doesn't happen all the time. We love to spoil you. But today and right now, it is. This is a year-end special show from Jay. I know a lot of us wait every year until it comes back around again because you can get some of those best buys of the year. It's the biggest show of the year, too, which is a huge statement, as you know. But this one is one of the stars of this huge, huge show. This one is one of the stars of the visit, and we've snuck it into the top of this hour at $79. Even if it was at $119, that would be fabulous for a This Day Only in this kind of coral. But when they're gone, it's not coming back. So please don't hesitate. And you know what? We're going to go to Tina and say hi in Tennessee while you're making those final decisions and getting your order in. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. Caw-caw, Tina. Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now we can. Now we can. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have to say, Mr. J. King, I have been watching your stuff for probably a couple of years, but today I finally took the dive in there.
Oh,
And
well,
I
glad.
bought one other piece, the leopard jasper.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think is what it's called.
Yeah,
The bracelet.
right.
It's so beautiful. I've always loved rocks. I just was kind of a geek that way, but I've always loved rocks and been to Rock City and Ruby Falls, and I just have always enjoyed that. But you put together such beautiful pieces.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that, but do you know that you're not alone in the world?
No.
There's a name for people like us. It's called rock hounds.
Rock hounds,
Okay, and it's a gene. Okay,
It is.
I am
It's
convinced it's a
DNA.
gene because we have family members that have the gene, and I have family members that don't. I also have a wide array of friends, and it's amazing because their children, they have children. Connie Craig's son, okay, Buzzy is a rock hound. She constantly, when he comes home, his pockets are full of
That's so
material.
cute.
So he collects, okay, and he's just a very, very young man.
He's so bright, too.
But he is already collecting. It really is a gene, and I think I am drawn to it. I've always been drawn to it my entire life. So it's funny you say that, but you're not alone out there in the world.
I'm so glad. But there's just something very soothing because they're always cool to the touch, and they're so soothing. And I remember back in the day, I don't remember what decade, but remember they called them worry stones.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
sure.
Worry
Yeah.
rocks. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could just keep them in your pocket and just rub them with your thumb and just kind of calm yourself in the moment. And
Well, I will tell you this right now, with different colors of rough and different materials that I work with, you can feel different energy from them.
It's so true. I do too.
There are
Thank you,
things
Tina.
that I get excited about, and then there's things when I do it, I'm almost falling asleep. I'm working with the material, and pretty soon I'm like,
Isn't that interesting?
just like mellow, really mellow in it. And so I do believe, I don't know if it's the color or it's actually the energy from the
I
material.
think it's probably all of it. All of it. Tina, thank you so much. You're in great company here at HSN. We love having you here. Thank you so much. You know, whether you're a jewelry girl or a rock hound, or you're like me and you're a jewelry girl and a rock hound, this is the perfect meeting of all of those worlds. And then to be able to have us deliver it right to your house. You don't have to go out to the Southwest, or you don't have to go to Manhattan to find a gallery, because we're bringing that gallery from Jay directly to you. You know, already over 800 of This Day Only have been spoken for. It isn't every day that we get to do that. Our today's special from Jay sold out. Like, when did it, so like it, when
We
it
had
was-
2 earrings.
2 earrings, okay. So before we even like basically woke up this morning, it was gone. But you know what that lets us do? We are like kids in a candy store, and the owner is busy, but we get permission to grab whatever we want and do all kinds of things. So here it is, that $79 price tag at a phenomenal, phenomenal discount. And one day only, well over half of our quantity is gone, especially with everyone who's getting a hold of us. So make it your own, try it on. You don't even have to decide right this sec, get it at home. And you can even see, when you go close up there, you can see the little particles that were the house before that had a little critter living in it as far as the organic nature and origin of this coral.
I always like to tell people, you know, a lot of people have a misconception that coral's a plant. It's not. It's actually, to make it in layman terms, you're buying somebody's ex-condo. Okay?
Yeah, right.
It's the exoskeleton. It's of a little a thing
sea
called
creature.
an animal. It's called a polyp. Okay, if you look under a microscope, they look like a little starfish. And what they do is they have tentacles, and they go through the salt water. And the coral's only found in the salt water. They get the minerals from that. That's how they eat, and they excrete calcium carbonate. And that's what forms coral. And then different things give it the different colors of just the surrounding, the minerals that are in the water, that are in the area. It's really quite a process. It's very, very interesting.
And it's also very, very beautiful and wearable. So we'll let you know. And that is right now for the asking, with well over half of our quantity gone. Now, in front of me right here, coming up, we have more incredible pink. You know, all the buyers know I love pink, so thanks to the team that put all this pink in my show. It's more coral. Look at the nature of this pink. It is spectacular, and again, a very special color. This is all one necklace, guys, for $99. So it's not even just one strand, which would be terrific at $99, but it's all three. I can't get my brain around it. I'm just going with it. 5 monthly payments of about $20 a month. And if you can, pick up those earrings at the same time. It is the same material. It is the same color. It is the same coral. And that's 477058. I'm going to pop these down, guys. All sterling silver right through on those shepherd hooks for your ears. That's incredible. Okay, stacked pink coral beads. Those earrings are only $34.90, also on year-end special, and 5 months. Happy 5 months at $6.98. Okay, we'll let you know more about the necklace and the earrings coming up, but they're limited, and since we were talking about coral, I think that was pretty perfect. Thanks to everybody who made that happen. We've been talking about big and bold, and it doesn't get bigger or bolder than this. Apatite, pink quartz, and
black
tourmaline. That is a power trio right there, Jay.
Who designed this?
Oh, Mr. Jay King.
I put these three together. I love this, but I mean, this is like massive, right? And I got to tell you, these are not cheap materials. This is apatite from Madagascar. If you look at the color and the quality of this, if you get back from it, it's getting washed out there. If you show it, I think, yeah, there. Okay, perfect. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Look how massive this. Okay, so you can see there's the apatite. Look at the faceting on it. Now, this is totally reversible. If you want it just polished, you can do it, wear it, turn it around, and wear it like that. I prefer it faceted. You know, the way, but I'm just saying, it is wearer friendly or user friendly. But look at this. Look at the polish on this. Look at the faceting. Look at the shine. These are humongous. I mean, this is a humongous, massive piece. I guarantee you, when you walk into a room and people see this, they're going to come up to you and go, "Okay, you got me. What is that? What is that?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Is that amazing? Okay, but look at this, and look at the size of this. Look at the presence that you'll have. And this is brand new. We just brought it for the event. You're just getting to see it right now. This is, and so you've got black tourmaline, and that comes from Australia. You've got the rose quartz, and I will tell you, you find rose quartz all over the world. All rose quartzes are not created equal. This comes from Madagascar. This is some of the finest rose quartz ever that I've ever had the privilege of working with in 40 years. And then you have this beautiful, soft blue apatite. That's all natural. All of these, by the way, are all the natural colors, the natural material. There's no kind of enhancement whatsoever. None of this is treated whatsoever. This is just right from the ground, right to our lapidarist, and then they're all cut and then put together.
Okay, this is not for anyone who likes something petite. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
No, it's not.
It's bold. It's bold, and it's going to be comfortable on you. And did you just see it on Mackenzie and how it really framed her face? This is that you wear something like black jeans and a black sweater, and you put on this. It's one of those real statement pieces. During the summer, you're going to wear it with a white T-shirt and some pedal pushers and some ballet flats and make that outfit go from nice to wow. That is a collector's dream come true. Jay said it. I mean, that quality of that pink quartz in person, I can't wait for you to see it. The apatite and the black tourmaline is such a dynamic combination. Jay, you really outdid yourself. I also want to let you know we have fewer than 200, and it is also on 5 flex payments. Everything from Jay is on 5 flex payments today and 6 with the HSN card. I see the appraised value. I'm not surprised at $385. I can't even believe we were going to let it go for $239, and now to have it as our event price of $199. So it's a year-end special. It's brand new because we wanted to make this show. Let's say you already have 200 pieces from Jay this year. We wanted to make it special for you too, and that's exactly what this is. It is in sellout quantity. We're going to show you again on Mackenzie, which I really think it makes the point. She's got on a V-neck, great sweater jacket, and it just frames her face so perfectly. I'm gonna, yeah.
Look at this. She's not even, you know, any little
She's
motion.
not even moving, and it's glowing.
You know, and it's glowing. It's sparkling. These are the kind of pieces that I designed. You know, one of the biggest compliments I think I get is, and I see people in Tucson. I see people, you know, on every day. I bump into people that more so than you can imagine nowadays. It's really incredible how, you know, how it's expanded. And one of the biggest statements I get, they say, I love to wear your designs because when I do, so many people come up. It's a great conversation starter. So many people come up to me and ask, where did you get that? What is that? And the reason is unless they know kind of your secret, right, or knowing how you get that, you're not seeing these out in the public market. You know, they're made, we make them just for the show. We create them just for the Fine Find show. We bring them here. This is where they're released. We don't sell to any retailers or anything. This is it. Right. This is how you get to see it.
That's why I was talking about how it's a boutique business that we're able to share with you, and it doesn't make sense that such a large network would be able to do that, but that's what Jay and HSN have been perfecting for over 20 years. The ability to have this global sourcing, the ability to have his team come up with original designs, and then we know how the year's going to go pretty much. He's already planned next year all the way into, you know.
We've already gone through May. We're working on July now. I'm already
December.
Working on October and December TSs.
We have, yeah, that's really, that's retail for you. But here's what makes the magic happen. Jay and his foresight and his resources and his team and his design. HSN knowing what you like, putting it all together at a special event is particularly enticing, even though it's always available on hsn.com. We're at a special price here, fewer than 100. This is going to go, so I'll let you know, but I just wish you the best of health and luck in getting that. So apatite, black tourmaline, rose quartz. If you were wondering, I know it's about to sell out, but I did want to share with you, it will go from 17 inches to about 20 inches in length. That's an instant V-neck, no matter what you're wearing, too.
Right, and just like Mackenzie, where you got it, so she's got it on the skin, right, where she's wearing it up. But say that you had something that went a little bit higher. You could, because you've got the 2 3/4 inch extender, it gives you the ability to wear it a little bit lower, or you can actually bring it up. So maybe you want it like Mackenzie's where it's up on the skin. What's really great now, these are, you know, bigger, they're big, bold pieces, right?
Yep, thank you very much. It is sold out. If you weren't able to put your name on the list and get it, then put yourself on that wait list. Just a reminder while we have a moment, the $20 off is going to be expiring when you apply for your HSN card. The first purchase you make could have $20 off, and it's very quick. You could find out if you're approved like within minutes. So do ask for that because it's a limited time where we're able to do that extra special $20 off. And by the way, the statements are really cool, very well organized, and then you're always going to get an extra flex payment on your jewelry when you use that card. So we have more to get to, fortunately. There's still some of the best things happening later on in this hour, so don't go anywhere. This is hundreds of carats of amethyst, that purple quartz that is known for mind, body, and spirit balance. Sometimes you'll hear it's referred to as the bishop stone. This is just drenched in spirituality, but also in purple power. It's 3 strands, and look, it's petals. This is like amethyst petals all the way around. $210 was at appraised value today. It is on 5 flex payments of $19.98. And if you'd like to select the earrings, by all means, it's 512916. That's a gorgeous suite also.
Well, you know, and the thing with amethyst, you know, it's actually, getting really good quality amethyst is not as easy as you might want, as you think about it. We used to get the majority of our amethyst used to come out of Brazil, and it used to come out of Uruguay. Now we're getting it mainly out of Zambia, and then also Namibia. There is also material coming out of, you know, the Cape amethyst that every now and then they mine it. Every now and then we get it. I have a friend in Morocco. In fact, it's funny because I just talked to him yesterday. They're in the States for vacation right now. He has what I consider the world's premier top-grade amethyst mine in the world.
Really?
And he's got this remarkable amethyst that is beautiful purple, and it's got red hairs mutilated through it. It's incredible. They just did a whole paper on it. I haven't been able to work a deal yet, even though I've groveled and begged, and I've tried everything. I even tried to, his wife and my wife are good friends, so I've even tried to leverage that relationship. But so far, he has not relented. But I'm sure
He's very persistent. Jay, you are very persistent.
I will wear him down.
Yes, you will.
But my point being is if you go online and I'm not saying everything you read on the internet's true, but if you do and you do any, there are people that are really knowledgeable, that that are good resources for information, and you'll see that some of the world-renowned amethyst rough material is now coming out of Africa, and that's a really kind of a new thing. That's within the last 10 or 20 years that it kind of moved from South America to the United States. But 100 years ago, amethyst, if you went to buy amethyst 100 years ago, it was really reserved for the super rich. It was like diamonds. It was the super rich or royalty. If you go to Europe and you go to any of the museums, you'll see all the crown jewels all contain amethyst. Anything like the real decor, like swords and things that they did, you know, that were gifts,
or scepters,
that that royalty had, that all contain diamonds, emeralds, rubies,
amethyst, the royal purple.
Right.
You know, speaking of which, I was watching that show called The Crown. Oh my gosh, if you get a chance, it's so pretty and such a great story. And you see that she has a crown and it's all decked out with these jewels. It's fascinating. But when I look at this, I see almost like a Victorian kind of feel with the way that the petals flow. And that's not all the time what we can say about, you know, mine finds. So if you want to go in that direction for a little bit more of a feminine look, this might be the one that you need to get a hold of. There are fewer than 300 available. While you're deciding, I hope you'll do that fairly quickly because we need to move on.
And did we mention that these are new?
Francis.
They're brand new.
Brand new. Yes. They're brand new, by the way. So you haven't had a chance to see this before, and we're already putting it on sale. Francis is in Iowa. Hi, Francis.
Hello.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoy. I've been watching Jay for probably about 16 years, and he's added style and design and color in my life. I work in this rock quarry, and every day I look at this gray limestone that they make into concrete. And every morning I pick out which one of your necklaces or what you're going to wear, what I'm going to wear, and it just makes me so happy. Even the worst of days, it makes me feel good.
Oh, well, that's so cool. I mean, you know, and that means a lot because that's really kind of what we go for. Okay, that's actually what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Tina said before. You know, like I was a little girl and I'd always have rocks in my pocket. So I was when I'm littler, and I've just moved on, and you've polished it and made it beautiful and put it in beautiful designs. And I couldn't resist that coral necklace. I can only have about one item every show, but oh my gosh, is that gorgeous.
Isn't it?
You know, and it just has such a massive presence to it. It's got a really unique color, too.
Yes,
so that's cool. I'm glad you loved it.
And I called my girlfriend, and she's trying to find coral because she loves it, too. And I'm glad I got her called before you came on with it. So
see, that's what girlfriends are for.
Yes, definitely.
Francis,
and I just can't tell you how happy I am once I started finding your shows and I could do it on Easy Pay. I mean, I get giddy. I get so excited to see what you come up with next.
Yeah, they make it so affordable. Hey, thanks so much, and I'm sorry for the long wait that you had to endure. We saw you hold, and so thank you so much, and thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the call.
We'll be thinking of you brightening up that rock quarry, wherever you may be there in Iowa. Okay, I know that we have to move on to the earrings here. We are looking at the earrings at $54.90. It's interesting because they've combined a big, bold look, but still being delicate at the same time. It's an interesting combination and comfortable. 5 months at $10.98. Those are stunners.
You know, look at the size of these, and here again, because how they're crafted and how they're done. And when we do designs, we not only do designs, you have to see all the work that goes in behind the scenes. We do wear tests. We make sure they go through a whole series of tests. When we actually design them, people in the office, they'll wear them. To see, you wouldn't believe the things that we catch when people say, it's just, but it's just not functional, and then we don't produce it.
Well, it's good. It's good. Because they're always thinking of you. Listen, I wanted to remind you about what Francis was just talking about, the red coral this day only. They are $79 today, and once they're gone, they're never coming back at this price. It is 5 months, 6 with the HSN card. So you're getting home this genuine coral with this fabulous combination of the color and the cut for under $16 and no shipping and handling. So I know we're kind of blowing your mind today, and we're so glad you're here. We're going to continue to do that with this. This is the gemstone inlay. It's a reversible 18-inch necklace, and we have either the lapis or the pink coral with the turquoise.
The blue base and turquoise, and that's an American turquoise. That's the most expensive turquoise that I've ever bought.
Really?
As far as what I paid for the rough material, it's the most money by far I ever paid.
See, you never forget something like that, do you?
No, and people remind me all the time.
All the time. Sterling silver, even if it was just for the sterling silver or just for the gemstones, for under $70, totally ridiculous. Okay, we now move to the stunning 3-strand, gorgeous pink. I mean, that is the color of a rose right there, 18-inch necklace. It's not one strand, it's all 3, just to be super clear. Event price, right there at $100.99, and it's 5 monthly payments, 6 with the HSN card. Do you see all that striation that's in the coral? That's all natural. That is part of the innate nature of that coral. And there are 475 available. Thanks for the reviews. We read every single one of them, so thank you for making it a customer pick. I don't blame you a bit. Okay, I know there's got to be a great story about this, Jay.
Well, just on any coral rough that you get, and then what we did is we always try to utilize the rough the best we could. When we got this rough, it didn't come in really big pieces. So I couldn't really do anything, like a big freeform with it. So we cut it for yield, and I wanted to pre-layer this, and we get a lot of requests for this in coral. And here again, not to sound like a broken record, which my mom says I do, but with coral, in the not too distant future, you won't see it. It won't be available. It's already getting almost to that point. It's amazing. I'm always like thinking, okay, I'm probably not going to see any more, and then we'll run into, to more rough, but it doesn't come in, and it's real limited on what you can get as far as quantity, and also the natural colors of coral and stuff are pretty much out the door right now. You definitely don't see. At one time we did black coral, natural black coral, gold coral, blue coral, yellow coral, angel skin, salmon, peppermint.
There were all kinds
we
of
did
gorgeous
all
colors.
kinds of different corals, and those were all natural corals, especially like blue. And here's the thing with coral, sad but true. I know where there's 5,000 pounds of the most amazing blue coral that I've ever seen. 5,000 pounds of it. Blue coral. I've known about it for 10 years. I've been to it numerous times and seen it, but They don't have the CITES permits.
Oh.
It was, it's not, they can't prove it was legally harvested, okay? So absolutely, there's nothing
way.
that you could do with
not
that
happening.
material. I don't know if, there's no way to import it into the United States whatsoever. And it's a shame, but I guess my point that I'm trying to make is, you don't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I decided I'm going to go in the coral business.
Right.
It just doesn't work like that. You have to be grandfathered into it. It's very strictly controlled. Depending on the species of the coral, you could have to have up to 5 different permits and licenses to be able to bring it in. Some corals, that's not the case. But here again, you see less and less and less of the rough, and it's not something that they're getting more and more material every day.
Final quantity. We are thrilled that you're here and that you found this. People who bought this previously did enjoy that $139, which is great, and made it a customer pick. You're able to get it today. 3 strands, so I just want to show that to you again. That's $33 a strand if you think about it, plus the sterling silver. We're at $99 for this event. So when they're gone, not happening again. This is a particularly pretty color of this coral. You know, they say when things are a coral color, right? Well, that's what they're talking about. And plus, not only, it's also pinkish. So you've got the pink, it really does look like a rose petal. It's one of those, if you know what the Sonia rose is, if you're into botanicals at all, it reminds me of that. But there's a brightness to this at the same time. So try it on. Find out what Jay King is up to and why he's been your personal jeweler here at HSN for over 20 years. No one else is doing this. You have access today with the extra flex payment. Everything from Jay, go to hsn.com and see, is on 5 flex payments today. So please, if you've had your eye on something, you wanted to grab a piece of turquoise for your December birthday, now is the time. And this is going to be gorgeous with gray right now. Then come summertime, it's the ultimate gemstone to wear with all your whites. People are asking about the earrings. Adam, my producer, is telling me, so I'm going to tell you that this is $34.90, and that is 477058. They're stacked beads. They're the perfect complement. 5 months and under $7. Happy day. That is a great piece of information right there. I love reporting that. Amber lovers, we've got your number, and you want this one. It is the turquoise and amber combination in a cross necklace. It is brand new. We've never had a chance to talk to you about it before, and that is also an event price that is $50 off, and there are 200 left, and that's all she wrote, 512703. That's particularly gorgeous. Okay, and to go with, or on its own, here is your, what, Amber bracelet at $100 off? Okay, how many of these do we have?
Is this sad or what? I mean, this is crazy.
What?
It's just crazy.
There are 160 left. May I show that
I gotta
live?
tell you, it's crazy. That's crazy.
469904.
For that price,
That is not what I was expecting.
It's just crazy,
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Do you know the cost of amber is not going down, it's going up, right?
$100 off.
It's going
This
up.
makes no sense.
That's all handcrafted, all hand done. That's all that's done from sheet drawn wire that they've
Thick.
done. This is all completely done by hand. You can't, again, and this is what I love about this show, is that the deals that you get end of year.
That's coming up. It's kind of cute because I doubt there'll be any left. But you know, we do a 5 and 5 every now and then. That's happening right now. 5 items, 1 minute each or sell out, whichever happens first. Here we go. Okay, Amazonite and pink opal, 2 pieces together in your bracelet set at $49. There are 40 left. Is that a little alpaca?
Yes, it is. These are both materials. This is part of the passport collection, so it actually comes with a passport stamp.
Right.
And if you we're lucky enough to get in on the passport when they did that. The charm is removable. You can put it on either bracelet. You can wear it separately. If you bought the charm bracelet for the anniversary, you can put it on that. Both of these materials, the Amazonite and the pink opal, this is Peruvian pink opal. Both of them are from South America. And then you've got the little alpaca on there that, you know, to symbolize that they're both from South America.
Cuties, cuties, cuties. Okay, both of them. It's not one for $49. You are receiving both. That is over 40% off, and it's still on those 5 flex payments. Those stretch bead bracelets are here to stay, thank goodness, and that is a gorgeous combination. That is one of 5 and 5. Here we go to the second, and this is Java Lace Agate. They're drop earrings that are $39. Everything in this 5 and 5 is over 40% off, by the way. So definitely just start calling us or just click onto hsn.com right now before everything sells out. All natural. That is one cool looking gemstone,
Okay,
Jay
this is
King.
Java Lace. This comes out of Indonesia. They don't mind this. They actually collect it. They have their monsoonal season. And when what they do, the local villagers, after the monsoons stop, and I mean the water goes all the way up over the banks, they go and they walk the riverbeds and they collect these. They collect them. They look like little river rock, and it's very specific. They've learned over time, you know, what's good and what's bad, and they collect this material. So it's not mined; it's actually collected by the locals.
That is a great story and a great stone with all that sterling silver at $39. Okay, here we go for our third of 5 and 5. Crow's Peak Turquoise. I have had my eye on this ring ever since you launched it, Jay King. It is now the lowest price ever at $69. That is one handsome piece of jewelry right there.
Okay, look at the craftsmanship. Look at the work in this, and this is really amazing. I love the fact that you've had your eye on this.
I have.
I remember when we did. Yeah, and here again, just so everybody understands, I'm not just saying this to be saying this, okay? That's really kind of one of the reasons I love working this show. It's kind of our way. It's the biggest show of the year. It's our way of saying thank you to everybody. I'm the manufacturer, okay? I are the guy that's got it growing from the ground, okay? I don't think you could get any closer than working with us. We do it all. I could not build this for this price.
For $69, no way.
I couldn't build it. I literally couldn't buy the materials. Just buy the cost of the materials, the labor, everything that goes into it. There's no way. Couldn't even come close to this.
It appraised at $183 to be exact.
And that's even a low appraisal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, specialty cut, turquoise through and through. Fourth of 5 and 5 right now is the multicolored gem necklace. Now, by the way, that was a customer pick. This is a customer pick. $89 from $249 and 5 months at $17.98. Listen, it's kind of that confetti. It's kind of that trip around the world.
I want you to think about this, all right? I had to go to 5 different countries. I had to go to 5 different countries just to buy the rough.
Whoa.
I went to 5 individual different countries. This particular, just this one design is a trip around the world to be able to get it. It's got a collage of all, and those are all natural materials. From South America, from Africa, from China, from the USA, from Mexico. So it literally...
Chrysocolla.
If you want to think about it, you know, I literally had to go to 5 individual different countries just to buy the original rough materials.
Fewer than 50 are available. There is Iron Mountain Turquoise, Pink Opal, Lapis, Chrysoprase, Black Agate, Alunite. Okay, we move to our 5th of 5 and 5. Okay, if you just got that necklace, by the way, that was this day only, please grab this.
This is going to go back to that, like, you wouldn't believe, and it's actually cut from the same rough stock.
Oh, okay, that is superior. They're only 27 now. Oh, okay.
And check these out. These are all hand-drawn.
All hand-done.
Silver
that thick sterling silver. One of the things Jay started in the business was actually repairing other people's cuffs, so we always make sure that his is going to last.
Do you see how
Look
see how this is engineered, okay?
Yeah.
But see how this is engineered? Do you see that this is actually, if you turn it on the bottom?
Yep,
Do you
it's
see
a separate piece, guys.
This is a separate piece. So why is that
made
so
one.
important? Because when this is bent or adjusted in or out, depending on, you know, after you adjust it once, you should be able to pop it on and off. You're not gonna have to worry about popping that stone.
Isn't that cool? Okay, $119, 5 flex payments. I'm talking fast because this is wrapping up our 5 in 5, and that is sold out. Thank you very much. More cuffs still to come, though. Great news. Okay, the opal and amazonite gone. We did want to mention the collar necklaces. I know a lot of you look for this every time Jay's on. We don't always have them in stock. It's that 17 3/4 angled, meaning it's curved over your collarbones, collar necklace. 5 monthly payments at about $1 a day, and that just is great on its own, but certainly works perfectly with any of the pendants. Have you ever even heard of this? Frosted Rainbow Tourmaline. That is available at $129. We don't even know if we're gonna get a chance to show it to you in full. There's no shipping. $300 is the usual price here. And it's really, if you love tourmaline in general, you love the rainbow of colors and the pinks and the greens, that is a spectacular piece. It's just do we get a chance to even have a sample of that live and in person? That would be terrific. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Oh, before we get to the showstopper, quickly, let me just show that to you, because that is that Frosted Rainbow Tourmaline. If you collect gemstones, you know it doesn't come around like this every day. Okay, that's all I can do is just to talk about that right now, because we have got to stop the show. If you're wondering about the necklace I have on, it is that showstopper, and here it is for the asking right now. Drenched in turquoise, 7 Peaks turquoise, $129. That is not happening again once these are gone. You can see why we saved it as a showstopper. I told you we had some of the best things happening towards the end of the hour. And you've got to see it on, okay? I know you've been seeing it on me. This is Mackenzie wearing it. We have a cuff to go with. Grab that turquoise ring. Okay, that's one of the boldest looks in turquoise I've seen in ages, especially in a single strand. I don't know if I've ever seen a bolder look, Jay.
Okay, and I have to tell you, this was a labor of love. This is 7 Peaks turquoise. We brought this, we engineered this for the December show. I started on this in January of 2016 is when I started manufacturing it. And this material, this is all the natural colors. It's a very unique turquoise. It comes from 7 Peaks. I don't have an exclusive on this mine, but I do tell you, I go in there and we try to hustle everybody out. Okay, so it's something that we've tried to get an exclusive, but really not able to control it totally, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, he knows people.
Okay, do you know how crazy it is? Okay, to be able to do this. This takes over 3.5, almost close to 4 pounds of rough stock to cut this. Have you ever seen anything this size for me? And this is,
no.
Okay, this isn't enhanced. There is nothing done to this. This is the natural color of this material. It's like everything between a high blue to a teal blue to a medium blue to a sky blue. I named it 7 Peaks. It's that's the name I gave for it.
Why.
And the reason I gave it because there's 7 peaks that surround this deposit.
Sure and confirming.
And so, you know, I said, what is the name of the mine? Of course, they gave me the name of the mine, and like, I can't do that. I mean, nobody's going to understand it, you know. So I looked around and I thought, okay, what is the thing that defines this? And you can see 7 actual distinctive peaks in this area. People don't really realize. I mean, you know, you find turquoise in the most amazing places. You can find it in the middle of the desert, just like in Mongolia, like the Longview mine. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere in the flats. I mean, there's nothing for, I mean, as far as the eye can see and beyond that. In this area, it's very mountainous. They do get this material. We gathered this material. I have partners in buying this rough material, and we arm wrestled for days and days.
You did.
I finally wore him down, though, and got him to kind of see my point of view on this. I have to tell you, I had to argue. You would not believe the argument that not even almost like a fist fight that developed over even trying to bring this in at the original HSN price we're going to do, which is a phenomenal deal.
That is a phenomenal buy.
Phenomenal deal. You're just getting this today as a showstopper, and we did it for December. Like I said, I started this in January. This is just like an amazing, amazing deal. Yeah. I mean, and you know, if you don't have a round bead turquoise necklace, I can't tell you how much I encourage you to maybe really, really highly consider this one. This isn't something that I can do every day. Like I said, it burns a lot of rough. you know, 3.5 to 4 pounds of material. The biggest waste, the absolute biggest waste that you can have in manufacturing beads is cutting round beads.
He hates doing it.
Well, to cut round beads is the biggest waste. I don't care what you're working in. If you're working in, even in tiger's eye or opal or anything, it's just a terrific look, and it's a basic contemporary look that I can't get away from. But I tell you, it just kills me because you waste so much of your good rough by doing it.
That's the largest center bead there.
But
it's
look at the
14
clarity.
millimeters.
And look at the blue on this. Look at the color,
It's
but look at the
gorgeous.
clarity on this, okay? And like I said, I don't have an exclusive on this, but you know, like the one that Siobhan's has right here, the one that we're showing on
You're
the
not
bump
finding
shot.
this for $129 if you could even find anyone else who had the material or the
If you look
necklace.
at, they're all uniquely
that.
different in their own right. There's no two that are totally identical. And what does that speak about?
Yeah.
That speaks about the uniqueness of the turquoise rough that we started from. And
Update.
again, we're cutting it from the rough.
Okay. Multicolor necklace gone, thank you. Sold out totally. Coral cuffs totally gone, thank you very much. Oh, amber, okay, see, no surprise.
That's just a crazy price.
Thank
I mean, that's
you
beyond
very
crazy.
much for your selections on that too. Okay, so how about this cuff right here in turquoise? Are we moving on now? Because, no, we're just doing some multitasking, got it. This is your multi-shaped cuff bracelet. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There
Now that's
Now that's
multitasking.
living.
That's the art.
See?
And
There
then
it is.
this
Try
is
this at home.
Redskin. So you know the story of
This-
Redskin, right?
Well, tell everybody.
This is like liquid gold. Okay.
Right there.
This is the material.
Look at that.
Okay, so show them before.
Before.
Show them the before.
Oh, there's the before.
There's the before. It looks like a
Ta-da!
red mud
There's,
clod.
yeah, right? So red skin,
Red
and then
skin,
there it is after.
Bada boom. All you did is
Ooh,
cut
that's
that
this
in
cuff.
half. I have people standing in line. They know I have that rough material, the Redskin rough.
And they're just waiting
They're
for you
chomping. They have.
have
I've
a
been
weak
offered
moment.
some really stupid money to buy my rough. It's really highly sought after, and as you can see, we only have a few of those. We don't have a. We just trickle it out, and we only cut cabochons with it.
Oh my gosh.
But we just trickle that material
That
out.
works. That works back to this bracelet. We have earrings for you too. You can see that on Shannon right now. That's 512966 on the bracelet. Here's the necklace, the focal point, the centerpiece. By the way, wouldn't this be pretty, Jay, with a strand of pearls? That'd be gorgeous. You can just change it up. You can wear it all by itself, wear it with some liquid silver, put this on with maybe some of the nugget style, but know that you're going from, wait for it, the 5 millimeter to 14 millimeters
Okay,
in
think
size.
about this. Okay, you never
happen.
see 14 millimeter beads in turquoise from me. You don't see it.
That's what I'm saying.
You normally see, normally what we do is 8 millimeter is the
Yeah,
biggest, right? And
right.
we'll go 8 to 6 or 8 to 5.
Yeah.
These are 14 millimeter. 3.5 to 4 pounds of this rough material, of this natural turquoise rough, the Seven Peaks turquoise rough. You know, if you do the math on that, okay, and just think about just getting that much material, and these aren't little teeny chips or small little nuggets. They have to be big pieces.
Boulders.
They're big nuggets to be able to cut something like this. You just on your first initial cut, you lose 70%. Think about it.
How much?
70%. 70% of your material. By the time that you're done cutting one of these necklaces size, your yield is probably anywhere, a good yield is 20%, average yield is between 10 and 12.
That's
Do the math
yeah.
on how much it costs in the turquoise rough. And you have to understand, we have to buy a huge volume to be able to do that. Like I said, the only way I got
I
this
can't even
done-
believe you did it.
I have partners in this, okay? Like I have different ways. I personally own a lot of turquoise, or, you know, us as a family. And then we also have partnerships with people that we're involved with and we partner with, and then we all are partners in owning the turquoise rough. So I can't really just dictate. I can dictate that the things I own, the things I only partially own, I have to get everybody's mutual agreement, which is not always the easiest thing in the world to do, okay? To get everybody in a room and get them all to agree
Yeah,
is
let's be
really,
realistic.
it's a challenge, right? Probably one of the greatest challenges I go through. But I got everybody to finally relent. And normally, if we normally would charge for really what this rough is worth, take that number and multiply it by at least 3, maybe 4 times that
Yeah.
of what the original was. That's what if you were out on the market and you were trying to buy it, that's probably what it would run you. Okay, in all reality. Okay, just my reality in my world and seeing what it sells for. So. I don't know where they get, sometimes on the appraisals or the appraisals. I don't know where you would go to buy that
I don't either.
for that price.
No.
I don't know any place that you could go. And this is the real deal, okay? This isn't some halite. It's not some really junk turquoise that they've taken and then they've done some process
Premium,
to it.
always.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
glad
all
you're saying
premium.
that in case you're new and you don't know Jay's
7
integrity.
piece rough.
It is not, when we're saying turquoise, we're not saying it's turquoise color. We're saying
it's
it's
the real deal.
turquoise, okay?
Right.
They all look like little globes going around there.
Well, but I think you said the whole thing, that big 14 millimeter graduated
That's
up.
humongous.
Right? It's, okay, humongous is,
Gigundous?
yeah, I mean,
Ginormous?
I would, ginormous.
Host words.
I would
There
say
you go.
ginormous.
There
I mean,
you
it's
go.
just amazing. And to have something this big, look at it's a statement piece. I mean, as soon as the camera goes, your eyes just go right to it. You're drawn to it. It's like a beacon.
Okay, with all of you who are going, oh my gosh, I have not seen turquoise that big and that bright and that beautiful at $129. I need it, I want to try it on, I want to see. With all of you who are saying that and making the move, we have probably we're in the 900 zone, which may sound like a lot. Well, compared to another jewelry store, it actually would be. But at HSN, it's not. So I want you to try it on. I want you to see it for yourself and decide, if you love natural and organic, wear that with it. But maybe you've been looking for something that's a little bit more refined. You do love pearls. You do love the classical, Camelot style pearls. This is that version for you in turquoise. If you can, pick up on that incredible gallery piece of a bracelet. I don't even know if we have any left. I'm just saying that. That was our 5 and 5 ring. We had turquoise earrings last hour. It's just kind of all coming together in this last 5 minutes of the show with our show stopper. It is brand new. Jay's been working on this, as he said, for a year basically, and it's now finally yours for the asking. We have a minute left.
We started cutting this in January.
In January.
Is
Oh
when
my
we
gosh.
started cutting it.
So how long have you owned the rough?
I've owned the rough we have, I can't say
The team.
The team, the group, the consortium, the club, whatever you want to call it, for over 5 years.
Oh my gosh. See, this is one of those treasures, one of those caches that Jay has squirreled away. And thank goodness he let it out with the team for this very special showstopper. It is our year-end specials with Jay. It is the biggest show of the year, which, as you know, if you watch all the time, that's a mouthful because we have so many terrific shows all year. Shannon is wearing it with the earrings, and we need to go. Okay, that's what I'm being told. Not to be abrupt, but bye. 5 months at $25.98.
See, I thought they just did that to me, but they do it to you too. Huh?
No, they do it to me too. They do it. They're like, okay, wrap, Siobhan. Yeah, we mean it. Okay, fine. Here's the bracelet. That is what we've been talking about. That does match this incredible necklace.
Okay, and literally, is this wearable art or what?
Yeah.
Where are you going to see
Look at
something
that.
like that? I mean, literally, those are all free forms. Where are you going to see that? Where are you going to see the art?
5 months at $62.98, a sixth with the HSN card if you'd like to split it up. We are not going to have time for this. Okay, fewer than 50 in that bracelet.
And that's Longview turquoise.
Here's your J. King turquoise and amber combination. It's the cross with the necklace. I do want to show it to you quickly. Oh, that's spectacular also. Here we go. Are we showing it? Do we have enough time? $199, 5 months at $39.98.
Brand new.
Brand new. How many of these do we have, producer Adam? We're checking. Okay, about 200 at the most. We wanted to show you this. It is the rhodochrosite freeform bead 18-inch necklace. This is the way we started last hour. It is our this day only because the today's special sold out.
If you really want to get something unique and different, I have to highly encourage whatever. When these are gone, they're gone. I can't bring them back.
He bought all the rough from a gold collector. Okay, 512-437. That's it, guys. Jay is back later on tonight at 8 with Connie. He's back with me tomorrow at noon for 3 power hours. Do not look away.
Yeah.
Go to
Don't miss Connie and I
hsn.com.
tonight
Yeah,
because
it's
we
gonna
got
be a
some
blast.
surprises for you.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow with Jay at noon. I'm not going anywhere. Jay, go get a nap. I'm going in for As Seen on TV up next.
Bring in the new year with HSN. Enjoy 3 days of great offers with today's special flashbacks, early access deals, plus 26 you won't want to miss doorbusters, and special pricing on your favorite brands like Origami, HP, and Dr. Graf. Countdown to the new year with me, Saturday at 10 p.m. and join Helen Keeney Sunday at 1 a.m. Go to hsn.com for more.
I truly believe there is a warrior inside of all of us. Warrior by Danica Patrick is everyday life. It's everyday life because you can do everything in it, and hopefully every day you're inspired by it.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care,